Good morning, everybody. Joe Ciaccio here. Happy Monday to everybody. Hope everybody had a fantastic weekend. I can tell you I did. Let me give you a couple updates. Got a new young lady working in the office. Her name is Riley. So when you call the office and you hear her talking, don't hang up and think it's a stranger. She's an assistant to all of us. She's going to be keeping track of everything that we do, you do, your contracting, the new under 65 plan we're bringing on. She's going to keep her eyes on me and Jay and Henry. So when you need something, call the office. She's still new. She's learning, but yet she's here to help us out. So that's number one. Number two, I've got my little nephew in town from Colorado. He took his insurance license. He passed it the first time. He got his 215 license, and he's ready to go. So he's in the office right now starting up a boot camp with his uncle over here. So he thought life was easy until he came to the office and had to work with me. So let's talk about things that I think will make your job a little more easier. New agents, even if you've been in business for a while, certain times it's kind of hard to start speaking to a client to get them to release all their information. And the reason is they really don't know you. You could be face to face. You could have done a cold door knock. Made an appointment, they don't know you. You're on the phone speaking with them. So they need to get to know you, and they need to get to know you very quickly. So what ends up happening a lot of times is that when we're not exactly sure how to ask a question, we tend to speed up our voice. We tend to talk a little bit too fast. And what ends up happening in their minds, not everybody's mind, is that a quick talker is a quick talker. And sometimes people shy away from it. So what you need to do, you kind of got to visualize, you got a brake pad under your desk or even in your car when you're driving, when you're talking to somebody, kind of tap those brakes a little bit to slow yourself down. So when you're visiting, either on the phone or face to face, it makes it a little bit more comfortable for them. There's something that we've done for years and years and years. Some agents like them, some agents don't. It all depends on what your style. Either you can call it a client questionnaire form, a survey form, a task finder, any way that you feel comfortable wording it to people, because I think when you're sitting face to face with somebody, you need to make notes on what they're talking about. It gives them that confidence that you're actually listening to them, you're paying attention to them, and you're making them feel that they're the only thing on your mind. So the little in-home survey that we have is that it's going to take you down a little yellow brick road on everything. Now, it's got things like, I'm not going to go through every single one, but we've got three of them. You get with Jay, he'll send them to you. He'll send them to you in a Word form. From there, you can kind of put this one with that one and condense it in the way you feel is good. Basically, what it is going to say everything we speak about is confidential. This is just a little list for me, so I know exactly what you need and what we're going to help you out with. And it says, do you have your funeral taken care of? Have you attended a funeral in the last 2 years? Have you considered a full funeral or a traditional funeral? Or a cremation, okay? Who will be responsible for taking care of all of this here? Will it be your spouse? Will it be a child? Will it be another loved one that you have? Do you already have money set off to the side to pay for this here? So what you're doing, you're taking them down a road to where you're asking them if they have anything, who's going to take care of it, do you have the money set off to the side to do it? Who will be there to help you? And that's going to be me. Most of the time with the people we go with, some of them have a small policy and they want more or they need more. And most of them have no type of final expense program set up for when they pass away. So what our job is to do is kind of let them know that you're here to take them down this road, to guide them to where they pick out the best plan based on your expertise and what they need and what they can afford and what they qualify for. If they have a plan, you can ask them, do you mind getting it to where we can write down some notes And I like saying, do you mind getting it to let me see what you have, to see if you have any cash value in it, to see how much you have, to see if you really even need to buy anything. Because people don't want to feel that you're forcing them to buy something, because what our job is to do, we're going to talk about the plan, we're going to talk about the carrier, but what you're going to talk about is what the plan is going to do for them. What is the value of that plan? Now granted, the level premiums and the level face amount and the cash value is things you need to hit on, but yet the most important thing you need to talk about when you're going through this survey to get them to open up to you is to let them know that the purpose of this here is to help them. It is to give them peace of mind, either when it comes to under age 65 health insurance, if it comes to filing expense, if it comes to Medicare, if it comes to Medicare Advantage, regardless what it is, what you're going to go over with them is something that's going to help them, give them peace of mind that when they do pass away, there's coverage for their family not to worry about it. Or if they're of under 65 age or Medicare age, if they were to get sick, how this program is going to work for them and save them money. It's all about what it's going to do for them and make them feel comfortable. You can keep on going. Do you have an HMO? Do you have a PPO? Do you have a supplement? I got it all written down here that you can go down everything. It even has over here, has anybody ever talked to you about a hospital indemnity plan, a cancer plan, a critical illness plan, an accidental life plan? Are you happy with the money you have in your savings account, your CDs? Because you can also offer annuities as well. So this here is a magical piece of paper that I know will help you. The reason I like it is because it keeps me on track. A lot of us who are in sales have our minds constantly moving. We're thinking about this, we're thinking about that. And when you're in sales, you almost got to pre-plan on what they're going to say 2 questions in advance. It's kind of like playing chess. If I make this move, are they going to move the pawn or are they going to move the knight? What are they going to do? And you got to be prepared for both moves that they're going to make, because now you got to know how to answer that question there. It helps me out because I've got ADD. I'm always bouncing around. I'm going from left to right, and the more coffee I drink, sometimes the more it gets me kind of going out to left field or right field. So when you catch yourself straying, which we all do, kind of pull yourself back and get back to the questions. When you go through these questions, what it's going to accomplish for you, and hopefully with the client, is to make them feel more comfortable that you were writing everything down, you were listening to them, you were discussing it as you were going along with them, to where at the end you will have an idea of what they have, what they need, somewhat what they can afford, and now they're ready to talk to you about something. People that send cards in, we call them responders. People that answer the phone who send cards in, they're called responders. So what our job is, real quickly at the beginning, is to catch their attention, tell them, hello, my name is Joe. You wanted some free information regarding, I'm here to give you the information you want, okay? Don't ask, you got 2 minutes, just start going. If they're on the phone, go for it. When you call somebody and the lead says Mr. Jones, automatically assume it's Mr. Jones. Do not ask, is Mr. Jones home? Automatically assume. Figure if you do this 100 times and you get 2 times where they sit and say, no, this is not Mr. Jones, and you get all offended, don't worry about it, because you did it 100 times, you got 98 right times, okay? That's basically it on this call. That's it. If you need the paperwork, which some of you should, I'd have Jay send them to you. Just call the office. Here's the number right here. Call Jay up. Even if you're not an agent working with us yet, call Jay up. I'll send it. I want to help everybody else out there. So with that said, guys, you have a very, very great day. Be safe. Drive safe. Call safe. And let's make some money. Take care. Bye-bye.